We'll see if the queen reaches us. It may be that we're out of range, and you can take a look around. Sometimes you can see her off in the distance. Just kind of have to use your peripheral vision for this. Nothing on the scope. My scope. We lured those guys way out. The actual visual range is about 60 kilometers. That's the rendering range in Vendetta Online. Sectors, however, are infinite. You can fly as far as you want to in any direction, and it just keeps going. So there's actually no real range as far as flying out in a sector. If you get far enough away, those strange things start happening. It's called spacing out. Things start to get a little jumpy, a little less grounded. Planets, sometimes you'll see in the background. You can't actually land on planets in this game, but depending on your relative location in the system, planets will appear either closer or further away. And the planets are all named, but you can't reach them. I still don't see anything. Oh, there she is. There she is. Where's our bombers? Hopefully haven't left our support behind, because we can't really take out a queen on our own. Come on, where are you guys? I'm going to turn on flight assist here because we're going to do some tight flying here. We don't want to get in the way of this queen's firing solution. She's armed with an awful lot of weaponry. We're going to look for our bomber support and keep flying. And we may not actually pass this mission if we can't find our bomber support. The queen found us okay though, so maybe if we fly around a little bit, the bombers will be able to come find us. Now the reason we can't take out this queen on our own is because she's defended by shields. In the top right hand corner you can see the health readout. There's a blue bar and a green bar. The blue represents shields and the green bar represents health. Shields is different than a lot of strategy space games in that they recharge very quickly, so they take a very intense concentrated strike to drop, but once that happens they stay down for a while. So it takes a very concerted effort, and really the way to do this, the best way that most players use, is called missile stacking. And missiles in Vendetta Online fly at a constant velocity. They're not like blaster fire or rocket fire, which is modified by your ship's velocity. Missiles will speed up or slow down until they reach their certain flight speed. So in order to stack missiles, what you can do is tap your turbo so that you fly at the missile's velocity and firing so that the missiles actually stack one on top of the other. And the idea behind this is that the missiles all arrive at the same time, and that way they produce a very intense concentrated burst. So there goes the queen's weapons. I'm going to stick around for just a little bit longer here. shields are activating, so we can't take her out. And we're low on health here, so I'm gonna go ahead, get up. Oh shoot, well, there we go. Queen wins. Okay, so it is a more difficult mission, you can see. But if you're able to stay roughly in the same place, then the bomber should arrive to help. Okay, so now we're back in Dow L10, our home station. We've respawned here without a ship. And the way death works in Vendetta Online is you lose your ship, lose all the equipment you had, and really the only loss other than the equipment is the cost of the credits. You can see we have 33,000 credits, so that's not really a problem. Unfortunately, we lost the Valent Neutron Accelerator, so we're going to be using some basic equipment here. But we do have a lot of options. There's the Artemis processor tree that will allow us to gain some experience by collecting Artemis processor cores. And I happen to know that we're going to need some cargo space for this mission, so we'll use this slightly enhanced version of the EC-89 because it has pretty decent cargo. Let's go with a dark green this time. So we're going to buy that ship. And small add-ons, we'll be using the Plasma HX. The Neutron Blaster we were using becomes available at Combat 3, so we really don't have that much further to go before we'll have that back again. But as you can tell from watching the mission, our match with the Queen, so we're going to go after some easier objectives here. I mentioned before that Isaac had a sector with collectors only. Nereus also has a couple sectors, and it also has a research station which will suit our needs. So we're going to move over here. We're going to travel to Nereus. Now, as I mentioned before, death happens often in Vendetta Online. It can happen really in the blink of an eye and at any time. And carry a whole lot of consequences, like with some other MMOs, death is more serious, but you'll learn in Vendetta Online by dying a lot, so don't worry when it happens, just get back in the saddle and continue on with whatever it was you were doing. Learn and adapt. That's our mission here. So this time we're going to take a wormhole in the other direction to Nereus, deeper into UIT space. You can see that this sector is protected with turrets. Every capital system has its borders protected with turrets. Also turrets on the edges of nation space, and these will shoot at anyone who is faction KOS with that nation, so that helps to keep out pirates out of national space. It makes it a little bit safer. However, most high-level players do know how to get past the turrets with some careful flying, so it won't keep really powerful players from slipping through sometimes, and that's where the strike force comes in handy. There's 3 different categories of security in each sector. A sector can either be monitored, guarded, or unmonitored. Guarded means that the sector will send out a strike force. Anyone who is KOS enters the sector. Monitored means that the strike force will eventually show up, and unmonitored means basically anything goes. Okay, so Artemis Core Sweep, this mission's available at research stations. And it's asking us to bring 15 processor cores and 20 samples of scrap.